Hello, it's Brittany Runs LA. Today is day 17, and I have so much to tell you. So, the last time we spoke, I said that I was going to run 11 miles today and run like 13 miles on Saturday. Well, I changed it up. Today, I ran 15 miles. And I went for the run and I was like, you know what? I'm going to skip the 11 because I need to get on track. I need to be able to do those two 20-mile runs, and I really wanted to do it. So technically, I would have had to have done a 15-mile run this week, next week an 18-mile, and then I'd be able to do my two 20s. So as I was running, I was like, you know what? Instead of 11, I'll do 13. So as I was walking to the light where I live, to cross the street before I start running, because I don't want to have to run for like 100 feet and then stop at the light. I wait until I cross the street and then I start my run. I was looking at the maps and I was like, I saw this one location and it said that it was like 5.2 miles to it. And what I would do is I would cross over, excuse me, I'm exhausted. I would cross over until I hit Olympic. I would take Olympic all the way back to La Cienega and take it back up to where I live. So, when I was on the run, this time it was a little different. It was only the first mile that was hard to do. The first mile was tough, and I think the reason why they're tough in the beginning is because I'm still sore, maybe, from the previous runs, and or I don't know, but they're hard to like get in the groove of it. And then, so yeah, the first mile was tough. I was like, did I not turn on my running thing because I wasn't hearing 1 mile? Sure enough, this happens every single time. When I think it's not on, I take it out, I look, and it says 1 mile, and then I hear the announcements in my ears. I'm just like, oh my God. Okay. So, yeah, I ran up to Beverly Boulevard, and then I took Beverly Boulevard till it hit Santa Monica, and then I took Santa Monica till it hit Wilshire. And then I took Wilshire, this is through West Hollywood, through Beverly Hills. And I took Wilshire down Beverly Hills through Century City. And then I took it all the way down to West LA. I took it all the way to Bundy, Wilshire. And then I crossed at Bundy. I took Bundy all the way to Olympic. And then I took Olympic all the way back to La Cienega and took La Cienega up. But I will say, when I wanted to hit that 15 miles, when I knew like halfway during the run, I was like, you know what? I'm not doing 13, I'm doing 15. I knew I turned too early because I should have ran past Bundy to whatever the next few streets after that is. So what I did was, when I got to La Cienega, there's a park, and I did 2 laps around the track in order for me to, so that I would hit 15 miles. Even when I got to my apartment, I had to still run past my apartment because I was only at like 14.9 miles, and I was just like, no, I need to do 15. So I kept running. I passed my apartment, went down the street, and then it finally said 15 miles. I stopped it, and then I walked for a really long time. So now the run. When I was at like 5 or 6 miles, I felt like $1,000,000. I felt so good. I was like, I can do this. This is my jam. I'm running this marathon. It was so easy. Up until about 9, or no, probably 10 miles. At 10 miles is when my body felt like it was shutting down. And I was like, I can't stop. I have to keep going. What I did was I brought a banana with me. Like I said I would do in the last video. I said I'd play around with that. And I ate at a light because I run on the street and I get stopped at lights. At one light, I had enough time to grab my banana, just eat a small little, like a quarter piece of the banana, and that's Landon right there. Little boy. And then started to run. It like made me really, it like gave me a cramp. It made me gassy. I was like burping like crazy on my run just for like the next mile, and then it went away. And then when I reached, I think 8 miles, I ate the rest of the banana. And I drank a lot of my water and continued the run, and I felt fine. I didn't have like any of those feelings of gas. I did every time I was drinking my water as I was running, like if I would take a sip, yeah, it made me gassy up until like 8 miles. And then my body just was used to me running while drinking or even eating. So yeah, I ate the banana. It gave me strength. I felt like on top of the world. When I hit 10 miles, I was tired. When I hit 11 miles, I was like, you got this, you're good. When I hit 12, I was like, oh my God, this is the most I've ever run in my life. I don't know if I can continue. My legs hurt. I was like, a muscle is gonna tear, because that's how it feels. It feels like everything from the knees down feels like it's gonna rip. It hurts so bad. When it said 13 miles, I got excited. I got a little choked up because that's a half marathon. I ran more than a half marathon today. And so I was excited. I was like, yeah, I'm at 13. And I was like, keep going. You only got 2 miles left. When I got to 14 miles, I was like, I don't know if I could do this. I was just like, oh my God. And I'm running on this stupid track to get the miles in. And I'm just like running so slow on the track while everybody else is walking. And I'm running at such a slow pace. They're looking at me like, seriously? Like, just walk. But I didn't. So then I ran up La Cienega and got home, and I really thought I was going through something crazy. Like, I thought maybe like I was gonna die. I didn't know. I was in a lot of pain when I stopped, and it was pain from the knee down. It was like, it felt like from the knee down was like solid stone. It was like no circulation, nothing. I was just like, just felt like solid stone, and my feet hurt so incredibly bad. As I kept walking, and I called my mom, so that if for whatever reason I did pass out and I wasn't answering on the phone, she's psycho. She would have called 911 if I wasn't responsive. But yeah, I walked for a while. I got home. Instead of stretching, I immediately used the foam roller because it felt like stone. My legs, it just hurt so bad. So I used the foam roller, and it like rolled out the pain, and it was like I could feel my legs again, because it was like I couldn't feel them. They just felt hard. And then I was able to stretch, and I stretched, and then I ate, and I was looking up the calories to see how many calories I freaking burned today, because it had a question mark. And so I like filled out the information, and it said that I burned 1,453 calories. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna eat whatever I want today. I'm eating everything that I want. Anything. I'm eating for two. I'm eating whatever my heart desires today. So yeah, I had some egg rolls, which is, not the best thing, but they were leftovers. So I was like, I'll eat my egg rolls. And then I was like, I have a salad that had like my vegan meat in it, which was good. And then, sorry, I got a text message if it doesn't come up, or you might hear it in the video. Yeah, so I ran 15 miles. I have a run on Saturday. We'll see if I run on Saturday. We'll see how I feel because my legs hurt really bad. I may just run on Sunday, but I'm only going to run like maybe 7 or 8 miles, and that's it. Just something small. And it's funny to say, yeah, just something small, just like 7 or 8 miles. But compared to the 15, yeah, I understand. Like, they have these things on Instagram where, like, they use emojis to tell you how you're feeling through every single mile. I wonder what the emoji is at 15, because I was hurting. I mean, it was hurting because I'd never ran that much. It was the first time. So next week when I run 18, that'll hurt at 18, and at 15 is when I'll start to feel like, ooh, this is starting to hurt, like it did for me at like 11-ish, 12. So yeah, I'm glad I did it. Got my run in, took a shower. I feel good. And yeah, that's my video. I will be back on Saturday or Sunday. We'll see. It depends on how I feel. And I'll talk about my smaller run, my 7 to 8 mile run. Oh, one thing I wanted to talk about. I've noticed when I have for breakfast, before I go for my run, when I have oatmeal with bananas, that's my jam. That's like where I have no issues running, and that's what I did today. I was like, I don't know why I haven't been doing that in a while. I've been eating basically for breakfast like lunch meals instead of breakfast, and that oatmeal really helped me today because I felt really strong. I felt good, and I know that that's what I need to have before I go for my run. I need to have oatmeal. I need to have banana in my oatmeal. And, whatever I want to drink with it. I drink a whole thing, a mason jar full of my electrolyte water. It's got electrolytes, that's why it's yellow. And then after I drink that, I make myself like a matcha latte or something, and then I go for my run. But yeah, that makes all the difference. That oatmeal that I ate today, that's what I got to do. And I got to remember to do that before I run. I need to eat oatmeal with bananas, and I'll be good. And I'll feel good. I felt good. Like I didn't experience like anything bad. Like I feel like your food really tells you where you're at, because you need that food, like the proper food, in order to run. But okay, this is getting really long. Brittany Runs LA. It was day 17, and I will see you in a few days. Yeah, okay. Good night. Bye.